Welcome back to Grand Adventure. I'm your host, Mark Guido. And as you can see behind me, even though some folks are quarantined or under stay-at-home orders right now in other states, there's no shortage of people camping here on Lone Rock Beach at Lake Powell. We're here for one night. We're on our way to Tombstone, Arizona. So come along with us on this episode of Grand Adventure. Stay tuned. So we love it here at Lone Rock Beach. We covered this way back in episode 13. So if you'd like to know more about this area on Lake Powell, the area around Page, check it out right here on the screen. We'll put a link so you can go back and watch that episode, the early episode number 13. We're just here for one night, and I got to tell you, it is refreshing to see this many folks out camping. We couldn't get near the water if we tried, unless we squeezed between a couple of other campers. And I didn't want to do that. We're only here for one night. It's not going to kill me to be a couple hundred yards back from the water. So we're going to spend the night here, get back on the road in the morning, and head on down to southern Arizona to the area surrounding famed Tombstone. If you're able to get out right now and you're not in an at-risk group, plummeting gas prices are making this an excellent time to travel by RV. So we made it to Tombstone. We are camped, we're boondocking in the Coronado National Forest, about 11 miles north of town. Almost all of that is dirt road. 10 of those miles are on Middle March Road, and I've got to tell you, you can get almost any type of rig up here. That road is graded, and it is so wide, I think you could even land small aircraft on that thing. Yeah, the last half mile or so down Forest Road 687 is a little narrower and a little rougher. However, it's also graded, and we've even seen huge Class A's back here, so there is plenty of room to get almost any size rig, and there are a ton of different spots. It's a beautiful site. It's right at the foot of the Dragoon Mountains, which have kind of a unique place in history. At the northern end of the range, up around Dragoon Springs, not far from here, the Indian warrior Cochise actually engaged 2 battles with, believe it or not, some Confederate war soldiers during the U.S. Civil War. So it's kind of a neat history, in addition to the wonderful history in the town of Tombstone itself, site of the gunfight of the OK Corral. Now, I know how much you guys love when we bring you those drone shots, so let's get a bird up in the air to show you around the camping opportunities right here along Forest Road 687.
And if you saw our last episode on the Rover Rumor, we've got it hooked up here, just so I can tie her up when I need to. It's working out like a charm. For more on the Rover Rumor, click the link up on the top of the screen.
Tombstone's place in Western folklore was cemented by the gunfight at the OK Corral. One of the last boom towns in the American frontier, Tombstone's population grew from only 100 to around 14,000 in less than 7 years in the 1880s, thanks to local mines that produced $40 to $85 million in silver bullion, the largest productive silver district in Arizona. Tombstone had a bowling alley, 4 churches, an ice house, a school, 2 banks, 3 newspapers, and an ice cream parlor, alongside 110 saloons, 14 gambling halls, and numerous dance halls and brothels. But there were tensions simmering beneath the surface that boiled over in a deadly conflict. On one side were the cowboys, a loosely knit band of ruffians committing crimes ranging from border smuggling to cattle rustling. They were Democrats who sympathized with the Southern Confederate states. On the other side were the miners and townspeople, largely Republicans from the Northern Union states. After the cowboys killed a stagecoach driver and passenger transporting silver bullion to Benson, tensions came to a head. Virgil Earp was the region's deputy U.S. Marshal, and his brothers Morgan and Wyatt Earp, along with legendary gunman Doc Holliday, were temporarily deputized. Matters actually came to a head not at the OK Corral, as legend has it, but instead in a vacant lot a short distance away on Fremont Street. Some 30 shots were fired in 30 seconds, and when the dust settled, 3 cowboys lay dead in the dirt. 2 months later, Virgil Earp was ambushed and seriously wounded in Tombstone by hidden assailants. Less than 3 months after that, Wyatt and Morgan Earp were playing pool together late at night in a hall on Allen Street when a shot fired through the window killed Morgan. Convinced that justice was out of reach, Wyatt Earp formed a posse that hunted down and killed the 4 men he believed to be responsible. Today, Tombstone caters to tourists looking for a taste of the old Wild West. Unfortunately for bar owners and shopkeepers in town, Tombstone is positively deserted during our visit, thanks to the medical crisis currently sweeping the world. Boot Hill Graveyard, where the 3 cowboys killed in the OK Corral shootout are laid to rest, is so named because most of those buried there died with their boots on. So thank you very much for coming along with us to Tombstone, Arizona. We're going to stay here a few more days, and next week we'll bring you a glimpse at the nearby town of Bisbee, a wonderful little arts colony and collection of historic buildings right down near the Mexican border. So if you're not yet a Grand Adventurer, make sure you go smash that little red subscribe button down there in the corner right now and ring that notification bell so you can come along on each and every episode of Grand Adventure, which we air new episodes every Wednesday evening without fail. We'd be honored if you shared Grand Adventure with your friends, family, and on social media. If you like this video, it's extremely important to us. Please give us a big thumbs up down below. And as always, we'd love to hear from you in the comments section right down below. So until next week, please remember, life is nothing but a grand adventure. We'll see you then.